Hi everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I'm going to do an experiment bloom today with nail powders. So if you guys saw my triple bloom I did a little while back a few times that came out so beautiful, I want to try that, and I'm only doing one today because I don't know if it's going to work. So I'm going to do a triple bloom again, but I'm going to mix in some of this silver nail powder into my white pigment so the petals have a silvery shine to them. I don't know if it's going to work. And if it looks like it bloomed, then I'm going to back it with this nail powder and then put a back coating on that to see if we could see these pretty iridescent reddish maroonish color on the back. So I thought silver and maroon might go good together. So I always do my blooms with my Let's Resin Fast Cure. This is the 4-hour one, heated to 35 degrees Fahrenheit, I think is 95 degrees, or 35 degrees Celsius, sorry, 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're going to use the Ocean White for the white, but like I said, I'm gonna put some powder in there first before instead of like alcohol inks, I'm just going to do it clear, no alcohol inks, and then put that in my white and see what happens. So before I go crazy trying all these other things, I don't want to waste resin. So let's just do this one today and see what happens. So let me mix up this one. I'm using my 3-ounce crystal edge mold. I also have a 5-ounce, but like I said, I'm not going to use much resin. I just want to see if it works. So I'm going to use my 3-ounce mold, and I'm going to mix up about 2.5 ounces, 2 for here and 1/2 ounce for there, and get it heated up. So I'll be back when it's all ready to pour. Okay, so I mixed up 3 ounces, put it through the bubble remover, my vacuum chamber. That is the key to a good bloom. I'm waiting for it to hit 35. It just hit it. So what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna try a bloom in a keychain too. So before I pour this out, I'm gonna mix up my white. I just saw Daniel Cooper do this, and he said that he doesn't pour his clear out until his white is mixed. So I'm gonna try it his way. So I'm just going to mix my white until it's just opaque. And then I will add in my little nail powder and see what happens today. Because I guess it makes sense. Like when I dump this into here, it's going to cool back down because it's a thin layer and it's not that thin in here. So I'm going to try it. So we're going to do a couple different, actually, if something doesn't work, I won't know what it is. Well, I'm sure I could figure it out, but yeah, we'll see. And I'm hoping the nail powder gives it a nice sheen too. Okay, so that's probably more opaque than I want it. I was gonna use this to just do the swirls, but I don't think, I'm so used to a piping bag that I think I'm gonna stick with what I'm used to. So I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit because I don't know if it's going to affect the petals or not. But I want to be able to see it, that's the thing. I don't want just gray petals. And I think that's what I'm gonna end up getting. That's barely anything. I'm going to put more in. Maybe it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put some in. Maybe silver wasn't the right color. I don't know. I probably should have done a different color because it's just turning gray. It's too late now. Well, we're gonna go with it because it's just gray. Let me think here for a minute. What can I add to this? Maybe I'll add my Rolio Pearl White. Hang on. That is this one, and what this is gonna do is just give it a shimmer. So I'm completely going against everything I said I was gonna do. This is almost like my sparkle dust, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a mica powder. I don't know if that's gonna do anything or not. This is heating up in my hand, so I need to get moving. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my piping bag real quick over here. That way I can just grab it and go, because it's starting to get warm. I don't want to miss my window of opportunity. All right, so before I pour that in, I'm gonna pour it in here. Just like halfway up. And then the rest is gonna go in here. Let me grab a stick. I'm just gonna keep it, however much that is. It's probably 2 ounces. Try not to incorporate any bubbles, because that will like affect your petals and it'll make them like really lacy. I think I'm gonna pop the bubbles I incorporated without torching my mold. And I'm just gonna grab my bag here. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me move some stuff out of my way. I don't want anything to obstruct my triple bloom here. Let me see, I need to get those bubbles off. There's something in there. All right, I'm just gonna cut my little tip off. And I'm going to do my triple one first to make sure I have enough before I worry about the keychain, so. Oh, this might be pretty. I do want them hitting so they come together in the center. All right, so I have enough. I'm going to do this one. All right, so I'm going to torch it, get all those bubbles out. I see it's sparkly, so I think it might be pretty. Grab yourself a stick and start making your petals. And then we'll put a swirl in the center. I usually do 8 petals. You could do whatever you want. If you do more, it'll just look like more petals. But I've already changed so much, I don't want to change something else. I do want to know, though, if I can color the petals. That's really what I'm trying to go for here is, can I add mica powders to my pigment paste and still work? Or is it going to just muddle together? And I'm gonna do this one. It's blooming so fast already. I don't know if that's good or bad. So let's go back and swirl the center. And then I'm gonna, you can use your torch if you want to. I'm just gonna see, this is working pretty good without ruining my mold. All right, well, that's it. I'm just gonna let it bloom for a while until it's cured. And then we're gonna put our other nail powder on the back of it. I'll probably just put black on the back of this one because I kind of want to see what black's gonna look like too. So they're both cured after about an hour and they all bloomed. I had turned the heat mat on to get this done a little quicker. So they are cured. I don't know what to expect. I did swirl the center of the 3. I never swirled the center of the 3 before. I don't know. It looks kind of strange. I don't know if this worked. So I'm gonna finish them anyway since it's not that much more resin. So I'm just gonna take my nail powder on, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna switch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the nail powder on this one so I don't waste it all if it's not gonna work or if it didn't work. I'll do this one black and I'm gonna do the nail powder on the back of this one. Just because I don't know. It looks kind of strange. Oh, this isn't even going on nice. It's not even sticking. I'm gonna have to use some alcohol and a little brush, I think, and paint it on because I've already got it on there and I don't want to. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I switched them at the last second because I don't know how well this is gonna look now that I have to paint it on. It could be because it's still warm. So I'm just gonna dab it. You're not gonna see a whole lot of it. You're just gonna see the edges anyway. I don't know. I want it to work. I want to be able to put color in without doing alcohol drops. You know what I mean? In the pigment, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So I'm gonna back them both in black. I'm gonna grab my black epoxy and use that today. All right, that's good enough for now. It's just a trial. So I only need like, this holds 3 ounces. I only need like maybe 1.5 ounces. Let me get it mixed up. I'm going to be using my pre-black. This is the pre-black epoxy. So I'm gonna mix them up and I'll be right back. All right, I mixed up 2 ounces. I'm just gonna pour it in this one first. Make sure I have enough, which is just fine because I don't know if they're gonna work anyway. All right, that's it. I'm gonna pop a couple bubbles, do something with this little bit of extra. You guys deserve extras today because I think it's gonna be a bomb. I'm just gonna spray this with alcohol. Pop them, figure out what to do with this, and be back on demold. All right, everything's cured, and I have a feeling my extras are gonna be the best thing about this video. So would you like to see the best thing about the video now? Here's a keychain. So I put a whole bunch of my gold dust in the black, which I really like to do because it looks so pretty. And I put some 3D flowers on these. Now, some of this stuff does end up in my eBay store. I don't give it all away. So some of these nicer things like these might end up in there for somebody who actually wants them and not me guessing who wants them. So here's a pair of earrings with the gold dust and some dolphins. And I had enough for one pendant, which is super pretty, with a sand dollar on it with the gold dust. All right, well, I don't have high hopes for these. I may have learned hard lessons today, so let's get this one out. Ooh, did I fuse it to this with my lighter? That's never happened before. I did. Oh, this, oh man. So yeah, my mold is old. And every once in a while, I pull the little thing out so I can no longer use that one. And it's a fail. Huh. I wonder why it didn't bloom. Well, the background looks pretty. You see the background? That was a success. But the bloom, I'm guessing the mica powder must have made it too heavy, because that's the only thing I changed. So this one is probably garbage. I will be very, very upset if I wasted everything. Yeah, it didn't work. Not happy about that. It's definitely, I knew it looked different. So the powders didn't work in there. That's pretty sad. So I was right, like my extras are the best thing about the video. So I don't know, take from it what you can, figure it out. I don't know, because really the only thing I changed was the powder. So I'm guessing you can't put powder in there. And I put 2 different kinds in there, so I could see all the sparkle in it from the sparkle dust. That mica pearl white or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not horrendous. It's just not what I was going for. Huh. All right, well, that's it. I hope you learned something, because I learned to stick with what I know. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I will figure something else out for tomorrow's video. I don't know what it is yet, but I will have it ready by tomorrow. All right, you guys, I'll see you then. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.